Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are having a look at Elden Ring Nightreign, FromSoftware's latest bold attempt at multiplayer. Now this is not Elden Ring 2, this is not a DLC, it's a roguelike class-based, run-based and heavily co-op driven game. I've seen a lot of people divided on it, people are calling it bad, people are calling it good. I myself have spent more than 40 hours in the game. I have done solo runs, I have played it with friends, I have done random matchmaking, and I would like to share my honest thoughts on it. First off, I would like to talk about what is Nightreign. Let's clarify what Nightreign is trying to be. This is a standalone spin-off, not tied to your Elden Ring save or build. You don't create a character, you pick from one of 8 pre-built Nightfarers, each with a locked kit, a unique active skill, an ultimate ability, and specific weapon affinities. Think class-based strategy, not RPG flexibility. Each game session or run takes place across 3 in-game days. You and 2 teammates drop into a randomized map and explore. You gather loot, fight mini-bosses, unlock passives, and eventually face a night boss or night lord at the end of each day. Survive all 3 days and defeat your chosen night lord, and you win the run. Die at any point, and that's it. You start over, no checkpoints and no continues. Each run begins in a variant of Roundtable Hold, now functioning as a lobby hub. From here you select your target Night Lord, match with teammates or queue with your friends, and launch into the game, and you aboard a Spectral Hawk. Once you land, the pace immediately kicks into high gear. The movement is very fast, you sprint endlessly, you can vault ledges, you can wall run, you can double jump, and you can hop through terrain in ways that feel more like Dying Light than Dark Souls. Now, this pace is necessary because there is a constantly shrinking circle, kind of like a battle royale game. It's a misty outer ring that begins to close in after every few minutes, and staying outside it causes rapid damage, so you're always on the run. Each day lasts around 10 to 12 minutes, ending in a mandatory boss fight, and if you survive you move on. Now, let's talk about what's good in the game. Despite the experimental design, FromSoftware brought several of their best qualities to Nightreign. The combat remains precise and satisfying, the rate of each swing, the spacing, the punish windows, it's classic FromSoft, but faster. The class identity is well developed. Each Nightfarer offers a distinct playstyle. The Recluse summons elemental spells through a cocktail mechanic, the Wilder uses a grappling hook to close gaps or reposition, and the Duchess can rewind enemy damage. These aren't superficial gimmicks, they enable real teamwork. The reviving system is actually really good, so instead of pressing a button and waiting for a circle to fill up, you revive your teammates by dealing damage to them. Whether it's a bow shot or an AoE ultimate, revival becomes part of your combat, so it's strategic and sometimes hilarious too. The boss encounters are intense. Many bosses return from Elden Ring and Dark Souls, but they're not reused lazily. They've been rebuilt with co-op in mind. New attack patterns, multi-target pressure, AoE emphasis, you feel the need to coordinate. As for the Night Lords, the big bads at the end of each run, these final bosses are entirely new and genuinely threatening. Each one feels like a raid encounter, demanding high level synergy and preparations. Now, some serious issues that are holding it back. So, as promising as Nightreign is, the experience is marred by some serious design issues that need to be addressed. The biggest problem is solo play. Solo play is barely viable. While you can play alone, the game isn't designed for it. Enemies are scaled down slightly, but the AI pacing and boss mechanics will all scream multiplayer required. Without teammates, the game becomes a slog, or worse, unfair. The matchmaking lacks resilience. If a teammate quits, your run is heavily compromised. There's no way to backfill and the game doesn't rebalance for a missing player. That means you can lose 40 minutes of effort because someone dropped in 25 minutes. The progression lacks variety. There are relics, passive buffs, and weapons upgrades that you can find scattered throughout the map, but they're often minor or repetitive. You'll frequently find the same boosts and gear across runs, limiting build creativity. Many passives offer things like plus 10% healing or plus 6% damage. Functional, sure, but not game-changing. Only a small handful like sprint-triggered lava or dodge-activated lightning, they feel fun and unique. And with no mid-run checkpoints and limited flexibility, a failed run can feel like wasted time, especially when loss comes from something outside of your control, like an unlucky loot drop or an absent teammate. To its credit, Nightreign does offer some long-term progression. You can earn Merc after every run, win or lose, which can be spent on cosmetics, emotes, and relics that give minor permanent boosts to specific Nightfarers. There's also the memory system. As you complete character-specific objectives, you unlock narrative fragments and class bonuses. It's not deep storytelling, but it does help distinguish characters over time. Still, the sense of overall growth feels modest. This isn't Hades where a failed run builds momentum. Here it's slower and sometimes barely noticeable. Now, time for the bigger question. Is it fun? And the answer is it depends. Because if you have two friends who enjoy high-pressure co-op games with limited downtime and layered mechanics, Nightreign is clearly for you. Because the boss fights, the team dynamics, and pacing can be thrilling. But if you're looking for solo adventure, kind of like Elden Ring itself, low-rich exploration or build customization, this game isn't for you. It's not trying to be Elden Ring, it's something entirely different, and not everyone is gonna enjoy this. If you're a fan of games like Roguelikes, Hades, Risk of Rain 2, or Returnal, or if you're a Souls veteran curious about a multiplayer twist, or if you have a group of friends looking for a tight tactical challenge, this game is definitely for you. However, if you're a solo player and you're seriously playing it just for the story, or if you're a PvP fan, or anyone hoping for open world immersion, this isn't for you. So, does Elden Ring Nightreign suck? No, but it's not a triumph either. It's a bold side project with moments of brilliance, but enough inconsistencies and frustrations to leave many players cold. It's mechanically tight, it's visually striking, and creatively ambitious, but it lacks depth in progression, punishes solo play, and suffers from matchmaking fragility. I would say it's a flawed but compelling experiment at best, enjoyed with a full squad and tempered expectations. If you approach Nightreign on its own terms, as a fast, replayable co-op Souls-like, it might surprise you, but as a spiritual follow-up to Elden Ring, I think it falls short. What do you think about Elden Ring Nightreign? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and let me know how much time it took for you to beat the first Night Lord, because for me, it took about 7 to 8 tries, 7 to 8 multiple runs. And as always, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like below, and please do consider subscribing. As always, see you in the next one.